Guys, we have been in Thailand for 12 months now, and I just wanted to talk to you of the pros and cons of actually living here. Is it living up to the expectations? So enjoy the video. Another one here, big boy. Oh crap. That's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got the old fishy down here. There you go. Way. Oh. Anyway, guys.
It's probably really heavy.
Nah, it's just because I was bending down. Cool, look at that one. Built yourself. What the hell? Look at that.
Oh wow.
Don't know if they're alive though. Oh no. Cool, that's a big old one, isn't it?
Yeah.
They stink. They've been eaten.
Yeah. Oh, they stink.
Guys, the pros and cons of living in Thailand. Where are you going, Nick?
We're going to the waterfront.
We're going to the waterfront. And people are going to moan about the audio, aren't they? I've already had a lady say there, unfollow me. So, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys, that I'm not a perfect editor. But anyway, let's talk about the pros and cons of actually living in Thailand. We've been here, what, 12 months now?
Yeah.
And we'll just want to give you an insight of our opinions. You know, we're in our early 30s. I know there's been people here for the last 30 years and they probably do know best, but we want to give you our true insight of living it. Yeah. And so where are we based? We are based in Hua Hin. We've done a lot of traveling from Bangkok to Rawi. We had our eyes set on Phuket, but there's a con there. And it was very, very expensive. For a one-bed condo, you was looking at £1,200. And
a second con, it was so busy. It's, you know, it's
so busy. Yeah, it's a touristy place. The taxis were triple the price that we pay here. The food was a little bit more expensive. And when I say more expensive, the taxis were more expensive. They were like 2 or 3 quid more. The food, you're looking at £1.50. And we talk about this because when you live here for so long, I mean, we've been here for what, 12 months, we start going on the Thai money. We really do. You know, we'd pay for a meal and it'd be 100 baht, and we'd go somewhere else, it'd be 140 baht. We were like, oh, it's a little bit expensive. You start getting into that. We
count up in like the bar currency rather than the pound.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
We're like, we're not.
We might actually only be spending £5 at some point.
We was like, oh, that's a little bit expensive. Spent 1,000 baht today, and like it's 20 quid or £22, and we're like, oh no, like we got to cut our budget for the rest of the week. But yeah.
So, yeah, Thailand is overall still a lot cheaper than the UK, but there definitely are areas in Thailand that have clocked on to it's becoming a very popular place and the prices are rising, like everywhere. Like the prices have risen since the first time we ever came to Thailand.
110%. We've been coming here for the last 10 years.
Much more affordable.
Yeah, and it's so much more affordable. Does it live up to its hype? Depends where you go. Yeah. I honestly think
it's definitely down to location.
It definitely is location. What brought us to Hua Hin? Potluck, guys, absolute potluck. We see our place on Facebook Market. We spoke about that in the last video, and we come here. We did visit here on the way because we've done a little bit of traveling before we settled down, because yeah, it's just mad how it brought us back here. So what does Hua Hin give you? It gives us 2 good market. We've got Market Village and Blue Port. They're sort of like a marketplace, like indoors, like
a shopping retail
a shopping retail centre. Like it's got everything there, like your Boots, you got your Lotus for food, H&M's, you got even Lacoste shops. And I know what you're gonna say, it's cheaper to buy a Lacoste top on the markets. Yeah, you're right. But yeah, it's got all your standard real stuff, and you've got your fake stuff. You've got your cinemas, which is really, really good. You get some VIP seats, like declining seats. You get a little, like a little blanket that goes over you.
Yeah, blanket.
And it's 6 quid.
Yeah.
£6. You 2 big popcorns and a drink.
Yeah.
You're looking at.
Some things are not comparable. Like
4 quid.
Yeah.
So yeah, the pros and cons are definitely weighing up. The pros are definitely Thailand instead of England is pretty obvious. It's just taking the risk. It was a big risk for us. We had a nice house at home, like we had a mortgage, we had everything, like, but you know, we was itching to do something else. Like, we'd go out all the time, we wasn't appreciating stuff, and Thailand 100% has made us appreciate life again.
Yeah, so pros are on that, what you're saying, the pro is we appreciate the smaller things.
The smaller things, 100%.
We don't have to spend and worry about spending so much money doing certain things. We spend to be able to do stuff here. You can do an activity all day. You know, we could go out all day and climb up a mountain and visit a cave, go to an isolated, low secluded beach. We could go out for lunch. We could even fit in a cinema trip
for 20 quid.
And yeah, you could do it all for like such more of a little budget.
Yeah.
You could do things for free. And yesterday we went to the beach.
Yeah.
And we spent no money other than like getting ourselves some drinks and stuff. But like, we watched a local on the beach catching his fish. And
yeah, just let us help him.
You just see different things and like, do you know what I mean? Like, things like that are just free. You just don't get that.
No,
like,
no. You definitely appreciate stuff in life. And obviously the Thais, they haven't got a lot. They, you know, what comes out their mouth is yes and not no. They would do absolutely anything for you. How we come across, why we love Hua Hin and why we love, you know, this, how we landed on our feet is, I started my fitness journey back in January, and I went to a club called Pro Muay Thai. It's in Hua Hin, obviously, and it's such a good family run business. It's everyone's all like-minded people. They, you know, they want to see the best out of you. There's no negativity, there's no who's got the better this, who's got the better that. That, you know, we went to PPK 2 weeks ago and no one was on their phone. No one. The little lads, you know, the kids were sorting out their bike pumps, sorting out the flat tyre. Some of them were fishing. Some of them was having a whiskey. Not kids. You know, it's just everyone's getting together. You know, there's the people that have come from Europe, all around the world. People come to this location. The people have been sponsored there that actually live there full time, and they're so light. Oh, sorry, the GoPro overheated. So if you're gonna get a GoPro, be careful of that. That's one thing. I'd go DJI, but that's another story. Right, let's talk about the pros we're on. So what have we had so far? Hua Hin overall pros. Food is decent here. They've got a variety of everything. They've got your McDonald's, your Burger Kings. You got your curry houses. It's not overloaded with stuff like back in the UK. It's limited. But yeah, if you want it, it's there.
Facilities in general.
Facilities in general.
Retail shopping centres, etc. Doctors.
Yeah, we do another video on that. The whole.
Yeah, but just as
hospital. Yeah, let's just do the pro. Yeah.
Things like, so for fitness wise, there's many of gyms. There's tennis centres. There's Muay Thai fighting arenas. Yeah. And the good thing about those, another positive, is that brings people like us, like expats, etc. They also congregate in those areas, which is where you then find friends. Hasn't one of your friends goes to bingo or something? Yeah, like there's a lot of Facebook groups that you can join. Like there's like the ladies of Hua Hin, and a lot of people of all different ages meet there, and they put on events like bingo nights. A lot of the hotels in the front do, you know, certain quiz nights, etc. and stuff like that. So there's so many ways of making friends here. You think you're going to be alone, but there is a whole world of people here who are doing the exact same thing as you. Yeah, so I'm quite a social person. Like, I have a lot of friends back at home, and you know, I'm quite sociable. So me joining a Muay Thai gym, like doing this fitness journey, has helped me loads, and it's helped Nicole loads as well, because we've networked so much. We're always getting texts, do you want to do stuff, do you want to do this? We have a really sociable life here. Like, it's so much fun. There's no pressure to it. No. It's just, if you want to come along, you're welcome. Yeah. And the camp every Sunday does do, like, they drive you around, like and you do just go to some places, and it's just Thais. They're looking at you like, what on earth are you doing here? Yeah. Like, you know, but you're always welcome. Like a pro, you could say, is spending more time here in some of the businesses that you spend a lot of time at, like the gym. You get to know the locals, and they invite you to places that you wouldn't necessarily go as a tourist, so you get to see sites and do things that you would probably miss.
Yeah, everyone's super happy here. They are, it's the land of happiness, really, if you think about it.
Yeah,
you know,
so that's another pro, the locals, like.
The locals, yeah, that's pro. Let's get on, before we get on to the cons, look, you know, I've just started editing. I've been doing it for like a year. I've gone into loads of details, but look, drop us a comment. It makes my life so much easier because I can talk on a topic like that. And look, I apologise, I do go on a little bit, but when you're in front of a camera, you do rumble on. So I'm trying to cut it down and just trying to sort it out. So yeah, comment below and let me know your thoughts if you want to move here, because we got a lot to go through. So right, let's get on to the cons.
But anyway, one more pro while we're
One
on
more
it,
pro, oh.
because we are obviously walking along it. A pro is obviously you get to live by the seaside if you choose a beach town. But not only that, because Hua Hin, I would probably say, is a mini con that it isn't the nicest of beaches in the whole of Thailand.
No.
Fine as it is,
But look at
perfect
this.
enough. But
Bloody beautiful.
the pro to it is we're a 2.5-hour journey to the islands of like Koh Tao and Koh Samui, for example.
Yes.
Like, you could spend your weekend on a tropical island. Like, it's so easily accessible, because to get a train / a boat cost you
so
next to nothing to get.
so a train journey from here to Bangkok's £1.50. A train journey from here to Japon's £1, and then a boat ferry is what, £7? So we can get to Koh Tao for a tenner each.
Yeah.
So it's that easy, and that's like because we used to live in Milton Keynes, and you know, if you wanted to go to Cornwall for a holiday for a week, it's 5 hours. It's 5 hours to Koh Tao for us.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, talking about pros and cons as well, the weather, because that is a big subject.
Yeah.
Because I don't think this year's got below 25.
Yeah.
And we do crave the cold weather. A day or two a year, if it's snowing, would be great.
Yeah.
Would be absolutely great.
Just a week to reset.
Yeah, 100%.
Would be really grateful for it.
Because you know the aircon on like it's coming out of the old wet season now, and it's one of the best days we've had in the last month. And there's certain times of the year, like April to May, peak dry season was unbearably hot. Like, it was, we hadn't been here long. No.
I think we've adjusted now. You do adjust and you just get
like,
on with it.
My cousins come from England, and they were, one of the Thais had the heating on because it was raining and that, and my cousin was stripping a sweat. It was like 30 degrees but overcast, and we don't get hot now, like, because I run in it quite a lot. We're used to it. But what I do crave, one con I do miss, is that getting yourself ready on a Sunday, waking up, bacon sarnie, going to the pub in your shirt and jeans, like walking to the pub, it's really cold, you're having your roast dinner with a Guinness. I'd love to do that, like, but only once or twice a year. So I've stopped it just there because I end up going on loads and loads about, you know, the pros and cons, and I just want to keep it short and sweet for you guys.
Yeah, this is more of an idea for you, like.
Also, what's next then? What's next on the pros and cons?
So we'll go to a couple of cons.
Couple of cons. Right, straight away, the dogs. In Hua Hin, one tip, do not ever go near a dog. They are not your friends. And if you go out at night, please make sure you know where you're going, you get in a taxi or a moped, and you're not walking the streets in Hua Hin.
Yeah.
Because I'm not even joking, it's like zombies come out in the night in their dog versions. They will eat you alive. I got bitten by a dog back when I first started. I went for a run and three chased after me, and I turned my back. So the best thing to do is, the dog's in front of you now, face the dog and walk back like that, and it'll go away. If you go to turn your back like this, the dog will come after you. It will try and bite you no matter what. The camp dogs are friendly, but look, they still had a go at me. One of them still had a go at me. When they get really hot,
they're temperamental, right?
Yeah,
you can't trust them.
You can't trust them. And never bend down like this, because they've got a chance to bite your face. I'm not going a bit into too much detail with it, but look, they are vicious. Definitely in Hua Hin, that is a con.
So just be wary of them, just keep your distance. Like, there's a lot of them, and the reason there's so many of them is because of the Thai Buddhism. Yeah. Their belief is not to just like euthanize stray dogs, that they won't kill a living thing. No. And there are now like charities that are trying to like neuter them. Is it neuter? to like prevent more being born, but
Yeah.
they're probably in a bit of a battle with the numbers.
Yeah.
So
Like,
it is a bit of an issue.
yeah.
That would probably, it's probably a big con for us, isn't it?
Right, what's the next con? The walks. The walks in Hua Hin, obviously you can't just go out and walk the roads and that, because the roads are quite dangerous. You have to be vigilant if you're on a moped. If you've never drove a moped before, I'd highly recommend to do the test here. That's a good one to do. And
So going back to walks.
yeah, going back to walks.
You could argue, what do you mean walks? You're walking along a beach? Yeah, of course. Like,
Yeah.
we have lovely walks along the beachfront. But when you're so used to doing something at home, one thing I'd say we crave is being able to walk up the countryside, go to
Freely,
the woods,
yeah.
have a bit of coolness to the walk, not be sweating,
But Nick,
and have to pay attention to what's around you, because we have to look out for dogs, snakes,
snakes.
spiders.
Like, a lot of people are gonna say, yeah, they're gonna hate you saying this, because they're like, well, you're walking along a beach.
That's what I mean. Of course, and
Yeah.
yeah, like if I had the option, okay, take it me away and not walk along the beach,
Yeah.
I would choose the beach. But I rely on if sometimes I
Yeah, you can't just-
I could just walk outside.
Can't just walk to the
Yeah.
shops like our local Tesco we used to
Yeah.
just walk to, or we used to do this route from our house, which
Yeah.
is 5
You can
miles.
of course drive
Yeah.
to a location to do a walk, but it's just having the ease of just leaving your
And
villa.
guys, you can walk. You don't have to not walk.
Yeah, we're not.
Like,
Yeah.
you can carry a stick with you, and
Yeah.
if the dogs come near you, you raise your stick.
We prefer to just not.
Yeah, like I've been bitten by the dog now, and it's just put the fears in me a little bit. So that's another con. So weighing up the pros and cons, we do love it here. Like we love it. Like, we thought we'd miss our friends and family, but
Which we do. You make it sound like we don't. We miss
no,
them.
we miss
but
them.
You fulfill it with the friends
Yeah.
that you make here, and you still those people that matter you communicate with, and you speak
Yeah,
to
you got.
regularly.
Guys, it overheated and run out of battery. The life of editing, eh? But guys, don't take it too seriously. It's just our opinion and what the do's and don'ts are, and you know, you could really go into details, but it's just a brief insight of what you got to be prepared for when moving to Thailand, and especially if you've never been to Thailand before. It's well worth looking into, doing some proper research. But look, comment below, it'll make my life a little bit easier for the next video going forward. I'm sure I've probably missed stuff out. But yeah, take care guys, and see you next time.